you know, what you're telling me to do. If I tell the person, go bake a cake, are you just going to get up and just go bake one? Or are you going to ask the question, what type of cake would you like to be baked? Do you want it made from scratch? Or is there a certain brand that you would like? There is purpose and there is reasoning. There's a reason why we do what we do. And I really want to iterate that because God began to minister and say that a lot of times we're doing things and we're praising Him, but we're kind of not there. You know, we're engaged with our lips, we're saying things, but our mind and our spirit is not quite engaged of what's going on. Sometimes it's because we want things to happen. For instance, you know, I would pray to just get the heat off of me when I was living in sin, you know. I would go to the Lord and say, God, I forgive me, Lord, for doing what I've done. Have mercy upon me. Well, I was praising God. I was supping with the Lord because of the fact that I wanted the heat off. I wanted the heat off of me. I didn't want to feel the burden. I didn't want to feel the pressures. It wasn't because God was keeping me from a world of sin. I wasn't being grateful and going to Him and praising Him and giving Him the honor and glory because He's worthy of it. But there was a selfishness that I possessed, that I had. And this was the reasoning why I was praising God. I didn't want to feel the affliction or pain. So it was just like a quick fix. And if we're real, many of us know that we've done and definitely done these quick fixes just to get relief, to be relieved from the pressure. Some things I wrote down here concerning why do we serve God. Is it for fame? Is it because we're wanting to be seen, or we're coming into the sanctuary, we're coming into the midst, you know, well, the apostles or someone that's coming will see me, or, you know, they will acknowledge me. Are we looking for an attention? Are we seeking an approval? You know, why we serve God. Acknowledgement in our life is somewhere that we feel that we missed out. There's a void that's in our lives. And so therefore, well, I serve you, God, because I feel that I need this void to be filled by others. And so this is where I can be seen because everybody is gathered in the midst, and, you know, I will feel happy and joyous. I've been there. And in fact, God just brought forth the deliverance of something from my past that I didn't realize from my old church that I was still holding on to. There was an acknowledgement. There was a admiration that I was seeking from the church that I grew up in. Because I would continually to have dreams and wonder why was I going back to this church all the time. And this final dream that I had, God began to minister, and the woman of God began to minister to me. You know, there was an acknowledgement. There was a issue that I was wanting to be recognized. And when I was down there, you know, and I was over the praise team, and I was, you know, ushering in the Spirit of God, and I felt the presence of God. But she would say to me when she was in California, she said, there is something that you're wanting from these people. I said, no, something. She said, there's something you're getting. I said, I'm not getting anything. There's nothing that I'm getting from them. They're not giving me nothing that I want, because I feel like if I'm going to be acknowledged, I will be the pastor over the church, not just someone that's doing the praise team worship. But it was something that I was seeking on the inside that I didn't realize that I was hungering after, because of the hurt that I had experienced in the church. Because as a child growing up, I had given my all and helped bring forth the choirs, and the church had been acknowledged in different areas and throughout the Baptist conventions and everything, and so I felt due, because I had poured out and poured in, and so I felt like I was supposed to get something back. So I was looking for a fame, so to say. And Matthew 6 tells us that when you have done your alt out there, when you've done what you have wanted to do and to be seen, you've gotten your glory. But when you do things in secret, God will reward you openly. This is why I was praising. I realized, I said, oh God, I wasn't giving you all of me. Part of me was holding back because I was looking for an acknowledgement from man. I wasn't praising you because you brought me out of homosexuality, that my heart and soul and mind was just filled with your spirit. There was part of me that was trapped. This little boy, still wanting to be acknowledged and patted on the shoulder. Say, job well done, son. Well, Brother Young, you've done an excellent job. We appreciate all the hard work. I was looking and seeking an acknowledgement to be built upon a pedestal.